What is up, everybody? I'm in my PJs actually right now. You can't see it, but it's all good. What is up? It is TailThePlay. It's Thiago, and to be honest with you guys, Monday Night Football was an absolute fucking bust. It really was. There's not much to be said. 10-7 divisional game. Eagles Packers, both offensive. Both teams are, you know, highly, top offensive team. So I didn't expect this game to go down the way it did, especially at halftime with a 0-0 score. If you did place that bet, all power to you. But I think it was defensively a great game because both defenses played great. Yeah, let's get right into it. You know what I mean? So, I'm still kind of shocked. You know what I mean? I'm really shocked that game went to that the game went to that type of it was just horrible. I didn't as a football fan. I didn't like it as much. Stats were really low and everything like that. Some key stats: Jalen Hurts, 15 for 26 on completions. He only passed for 183 yards, and he had one touchdown. That one touchdown goes to Devontae Smith, who had 4 receptions, 69 yards, and in the fourth quarter as well. Saquon Barkley only had 22 carries for 60 yards. Very low for Saquon. As last week, I think he hit over 100. So total offense for the Eagles was 294 total yards, which is insane to me. And their defense absolutely shut down the Packers. All 4 quarters only held the Packers to 261 total yards of scrimmage, which is insane. Now let's get into the Packers key stats. Packers, Jordan Love, 20 for 36, 176 passing yards. I actually had him going for at least 200 because 4 out of the last 5 games before the Eagles played, he has hit over 200. So with that being said, I felt very confident. But I think it was just one of those games where it just, it was kind of like last week's Thursday night game, right? Oakland and Denver. I expected Bo Nix to just kind of go off and do Bo Nix, but I think the game ended the same way, like 10-7 or something like that. And very low scoring, low statistics. It wasn't really a great game. But I cashed. Well, actually, I placed a few bets. I placed an easy one. I think it was Saquon anytime and Josh Jacobs anytime, and did not hit that. Josh Jacobs. Oh wait, no, I hit the Josh Jacobs touchdown. I just needed Saquon. Saquon could hit the touchdown. Yeah. So Jordan Love had 176 yards, no touchdowns. Josh Jacobs went for 21 carries, 74 rushing yards, and he had a touchdown, which was awesome. And Luke Musgrave had 3 receptions for 23 yards, no receptions. I think the biggest problem for the Packers was they couldn't generate big early drives, especially Jordan Love having that strip sack fumble. Kind of swatted it like Josh, catch it. You know what I mean? So, it was overall not the way I expected it. I know a lot of people hit the over. The over was fucking not even anywhere close at halftime. It was 0-0 at halftime, which was mind-boggling to me that it made it that way. So, there was a few stats that were that if you had it in your parlay builder, congrats. Obviously, Devontae Smith they had him at 48.5. He went over. He went for 69, 70 yards. If you had Musgrave going for under 28.5 receiving yards, that hit. he only had 23. Josh Jacobs, again a machine. I feel like he'll have 75, 80, 100 yards every single game. So minimum 75. But this time he only had 74, and they had the over under on him going 66.5 for this game. If you pick the under, I'm very sorry. Eagles money line and the spread. Eagles had plus 1.5, and then no, Eagles money line. How can you bet on the Eagles? You know what I mean? The Eagles are looking good. Former, the current, they won the Super Bowl last year. Jalen Hurts is just a dog. Saquon Barkley, dog. Devontae Smith, dog. But again, it was not it was not a high scoring game. I expected it to be something, like I expected something, like let tush push happen, let Jalen Hurts get a touchdown, but nothing happened, and I was very, I wouldn't say upset. I think I honestly stopped watching the game halfway because I'm like, you know what? I'm also old. Like I had to get ready for work the next day. But I was like, I have no interest in watching this game. I'm just gonna let it ride, And so the picks I had were I had Josh Jacobs and Saquon to each score a touchdown. Josh Jacobs was the only one that hit. I wish I switched out Saquon for Devontae, but that's okay. We move. Another one too. I had a lot of different ones. I know I had there's this guy that I follow. His name is Cody Brown Bets on Twitter, and he was the guy that had an Equinox parlay a few weeks back, and then I think in October, if I'm not mistaken, he had a lottery one. I think it was like plus 5,500, and it hit. And I'm like, yeah, I tailed that bet, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I could get behind this guy, So that was something where I'm like, I kind of like this guy. I kind of like the information he gives, So, but let me just go down the line with my bets real quick. So, and by the way, I will say this, everything I needed was off by one leg. And I was so upset because I did a mix of the NFL and NHL because NHL had a few slates. So I'll go down the line real quick of what my bets were, and we'll go from there. So I had Phillies money line, Devontae Smith to go over 50 yards, and then I had the Florida Panthers and the Vegas Golden Knights go over 5.5 goals for the whole entire game. So obviously money line hit for the Eagles, and then Devontae Smith went off for 69 yards. However, Florida and Vegas, great game. Florida scored in every single period, which was huge. If you did something crazy like that, like one of those specials where Florida scores, good for you. But Vegas, they scored 2 in the third, thinking like, okay, hey, I was watching the game and I'm like, make this happen, make it happen. There was 5 goals in the third period, and Vegas couldn't tie it. Left at that 3-2 for Florida Panthers. So I missed my parlay by half a goal. I needed 1 goal to complete that parlay. I think that would $10 would have gave me $30. Oh no, I'm sorry, $10 gives me $40. And so I missed on that one. Then I had a 3-leg parlay again. $10 for, I think it was sorry, I can't see it right now. That's why. Anyways, so the 3 legs were Josh Jacobs go over 50 yards. That hit. Devontae Smith to go over 40 yards. That hit. And then I had Romeo Dobbs to go over 30. I'm like, all right, Romeo, he's always hitting like 25, 25, 30, some stuff like that. I'm like, all right, easy. Romeo Dobbs only had 5 yards and he got injured. And I'm like, fuck, So that was a complete bust. Another parlay that only lost by one leg. But Romeo, I hope you're doing okay, man. I know that there are a lot of fans, you guys, rooting for you. So, yeah, that sucked. But that was I want to say that was for like another $30 as well. So wasn't much. Was not much. Oh yeah, that was gonna be one for like $10 for like $13. I mean, small. I don't go crazy. You know what I mean? Then let's see something else here. Okay, so I had another NHL NFL crossover. I had Jordan Love to rush for over 10 yards. He hit that 28 yards rushing. Both QBs actually were rushing pretty good in this game. Then I had Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils to score four shots on goal. I think he scored at least 6 or 7, which was insane. By the way, the Jersey Devils lost that game 3-2 against the Rangers. But the one that fucked me, or the one that hooked, was Jordan Love to pass for 200 yards. I'm like, that seems pretty easy. Yep, only 176. So it's definitely one of those things where it's like, fuck, all right, man, whatever. Obviously, I talked about it before. The Josh Jacobs anytime, the Saquon Barkley anytime did not hit. It is what it is. 10-7 game. You got to remember that. Then I had a crazy one. I'm really kicking myself in the ass for this because I accidentally put. So I'll go down. I'll go down the line real quick. Hold on a minute. I'll go down the line. So I had Edmonton Oilers for the money line. They secured that. And they also secured it with 2.5 goals. They scored 5 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. 5-4 was the game. It was the final game score. Then I had Nashville Predators to score under 3.5. They scored 3, and I'm like, whoo, thank God. 6-3 New York Rangers took care of them. So, but then my dumb ass was supposed to put Philadelphia money line. I put Green Bay money line by accident, and I didn't notice until after I cashed it. That was going to be, I could have easily won that if I fucking paid attention. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I think it's just one of those things where it's like, next time check your parlays, boys. Check your parlays. You know what I mean? But that would have hit for another $30. You know what I mean? Quick 30. And then that was the only bets I placed for last night. I know that some people were going like off. They were like really pissed off about it, but I mean, it is what it is. Today's a new day. Today is Tuesday, 11/11, Veterans Day. Thank you to all of our veterans. I know that I probably don't have. I have one viewer. Hey, that's probably me on my own end. But I want to thank everybody, first of all, for allowing me to do this. I've never been more nervous in my life of live streaming, but I'm just going to wing it. I'm just here to have fun. You know what I mean? And I think the reason why I do sports betting is not solely because of, like, I have a gambling addiction, which, by the way, I don't have a gambling addiction whatsoever. I just enjoy it for, like, it gets me involved with the games. You know what I mean? Not like, I'm sitting courtside with the coach like, hey, fucking, motherfucker, why don't you fucking put blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's a little bit more of a rush, and like an adrenaline rush. So, with that being said, NBA slate is tonight as well, and I think a few NHL games are on as well. That's going to be really fun. I'm going to go over my favorite picks for tonight that I have been noticing. With that being said, thank you guys, and I'll be right back. Intermission. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I just realized my mic was muted, so I have to say this whole entire thing over again. We are going to talk about NBA odds. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on tonight. 6 games on tonight. Not a big slate, but it's all good. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna have this stream right here. So I use FanDuel a lot. This is what I mainly use. So I love using FanDuel, all that stuff. But let's get right into it. The Memphis Grizzlies are at New York. The Knicks will definitely get it done. They're minus 430 favorites. Guys, let me just get this out of the way real quick. I don't really bet NBA a lot, and when I do, I'm literally just throwing random picks or like players I like. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I called alarm went off. Let's go down the line. Let's see. All right. So we have Memphis at New York. I think, wow, dude, that thing's mad annoying. Okay, sorry. Memphis at New York. The spread is plus or minus 10. I'm gonna give the spread to the New York if I were to make a bet. So let's start making some bets right here, right? So I'm giving the spread to New York right off the rip. Okay, then Toronto, Brooklyn, right? Toronto, absolute tear, dude. They've been kind of like they've been going on a little bit of a run now. And oh my god, dude, like really? There's like a car alarm going off, and it's really pissing me off. It's throwing off my game right now. But let's go down the line. Toronto at Brooklyn. Brooklyn's been in a slump the past few games. They're at home. Do I see them closing it out? Nope, not against Toronto. I'm gonna pick Toronto for the spread as well. And a lot of people might call me crazy, but I'm not. Golden State at Oklahoma City. I'm always a Steph Curry fan. I think it's kind of hard. I'm not a dick rider by any. Again, Boston Celtics, but again, best shooter possibly ever. Steph Curry, 100%, no question about it. But I gotta pick Oklahoma City Thunder for the spread on that one. So right now we're at 602. So this is a tough one. Right? I always hate betting against my team. I made the mistake, right, of doing it once because and like, big pee-pee slap right here. I picked a money line for Toronto because this is hockey now. I picked a money line for Toronto Maple Leafs to win against the Bruins, and the Bruins won an OT. And I'm the biggest dickhead in the world because I'm like, why would I ever bet against my Bruins? I'll tell you why. Because Toronto's was on an absolute tear, and I think they scored like 3 by the end of 2 periods. It was like 3-1, and I'm like, all right, pack it up. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit my bet, but my team's gonna lose. That's the harshest thing too about like being a excuse me, a fan and also a fan of sports betting and watching a team. So with that being said, I'm going to give oh, by the way, so I'll never bet against any of my teams again. They would always get the money line and the spread or whatever. I'm picking the Boston Celtics to hit the spread. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why. I think it's just me hating, but they are the favorites in this game, so I expect them to win. It's also a rivalry game, so I expect something to happen. So again, I really hate betting against my team. Now, 2 more games, right? We picked 4 of them already, right? We have 2 more games. Now, my heart is telling me go with the under on the Sacramento Kings and Denver Nuggets game, which, if you agree, say it in the chat. for nobody that's here, but it's all good. One day I'm going to become something big, I hope, or at least mid. But I'm gonna do this every day. It don't really matter. Um, I'm going to give them. I'm going to pick the under on this game. 243 seems really high because when you realistically think about it, each team needs to score 121 points. So 244. No, I'm sorry. 100. Oh no, I was right. Yep. Each team needs to score 100. I don't see that happening. And then Utah, Indiana. Again, I'm picking the under on that one as well, guys. So I don't really see that happen. I don't really see high scoring games from either one of those two games, but maybe they might. I've seen crazy as shit. So a 6-leg parlay plus 480.30. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Plus 48.30. Insane, by the way. So if we were to bet $10, you would earn $483.06, which is a pretty penny, obviously. If you want to bet a little bit smaller, $5, you win half that, $241. If you wanted to go crazy, bet $100, you would win $4,830. If you wanted to throw a random number in there, like 25, you would win about a little bit over $1,000 at $1,207. So I like this. This is going to be pretty good. But that is my NBA slate. I'll get into player props in a minute from each game. I'll pick the best one from each game. How about that? We'll do that. All right. So we'll move this. I'll remember it for later. Don't worry. Let's see. I expect Karl-Anthony Towns to kind of go off. I think Karl-Anthony Towns I think he goes over with 33.5. Yep, 100%, no doubt about it. That'll be my best pick for that game. And then we have, let's see, Toronto, Brooklyn. Not a really good game. I don't think it's going to be a very good game. Scotty Barnes screwed me the other game, by the way. I think I needed him for 10 points, and he only scored 8. And I was like, that was literally hooked on the leg, too. It was insane. Brandon Ingram's not terrible. He hasn't been bad. Brandon Ingram's Brandon Ingram. I don't know. I don't think I pick a thing on this one, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think I would just keep the spread for Toronto. Yeah, I don't think I could pick that one. I can't. That game's just not really nothing for me. Let's see. Golden State and Oklahoma City Thunder. Bro, you got to give Steph Curry 25 every single game. He's been scoring that almost every single game. I want to say score 25 or make 4 threes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go crazy. 5 threes. 4 threes. I'm torn because I want 25. You know what? I'll give Steph Curry this because this is a big dick ride moment. I'll give him 25 because you're going against Shea. Ooh, that's also the thing, too. Shea is a fucking defensive. He's a Seals. I think he was a Seals leader last year. So Steph's going to have a hard time. I think I'm going to give him 20. I think we're only give him 20 against Shea. And then he's going to only make 3 threes, which I think Steph can do more, but that's just me playing it safe. Let's go back to NBA. Boston Celtics versus Philadelphia 76ers. I hate this. I hate betting. But they have this little, which is very hot right now. 534 people place this. I don't see Jaylen Brown going over 36.5, but then again, I might. Maybe I'm dick riding, but I expect a guy that always makes 2 threes, by the way. What's that guy's name? Yeah, Anthony Simmons. He's always making mad threes every single game. Great pickup for the Celtics. But for quarter double, let's see who we got. Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond is still playing for the league. I thought he retired. Damn, that's how much Again, that's how much I fucking know about fucking NBA, but it's all good. Dude, they want Jaylen Brown to go over the. Ooh. Mm, mm. I would pick Derek White to go over 26.5. I would pick that one. I've always been a big fan of Derek White, so that'll be that one. Let's see here. Indiana versus Utah. Fuck. Who's on the Jazz? I'm trying to remember. Lauri Markkanen's kind of been going off. I think he's been averaging at least over 20 points a game. So I'm going to give Lauri 25 against Indiana. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? You know what I mean? Yeah, he doesn't hit. Well, what else is new? Then we have the infamous Denver Nuggets and Sacramento Kings. I think I might do a couple of picks on this one. So to record a double-double easily for both these guys, easy. No problem. You know, so I have no shame of doing that one. That one might be the best. They have Jokic as a -125 to score a triple-double. I don't see that happening. I don't. And then there's some quick bets here, some quick 6-game parlays. They have them fucking going for over 50 and a half PRA. Also Jamal Murray to go over 31.5 PRA. Aaron Gordon to go over 24.5 PRA. Dominus Sabonis to go over 33.5 PRA. Wow, it's like a PRA fucking party over here. God damn. But I think I like that. I think both of them record double-doubles easily, no problem. So that's a plus 12-15. That's going to probably win you about $121, which isn't bad. I like that. Those are like, you know, that's a what, 7-legger? Yeah. Because I couldn't really pick one for the Brooklyn game because I really have no fucking interest in that Brooklyn game whatsoever. You know what I mean? So I expect this to happen. I think I'll hit every single one of these. We'll see. If you do want me to, again, I would really appreciate the donation. I'm not asking for it, but I would just really appreciate it. If you want me to tail your bet, let me know. I'll do it live, or I'll literally just record it and then I'll send it to you or whatever. Again, it's my first stream. I really don't know how to. I'm still learning the facts on this. Shout out to my one viewer, whoever that is. You're the man or woman, whatever you're watching. And yeah, so look, it's changing a lot too. But that's my NBA slate. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get ready for the NHL slate. Big night, I think, a big night in NHL. All I care about is the Bruins are playing the Toronto Maple Leafs today, so big rivalry game. I'm definitely gonna be tuning into that one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back for the NHL slate. I'll be right back. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get going, I want to thank a lot of people in my life right now. I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody. And again, this is my first time doing a stream. I don't know how I'm doing. I just love talking. Shout out to my podcast, Built to Rise podcast. Shout out to FanDuel. Again, if you guys want to donate, want me to tell you bet, you know, this is what TailThePlay is. So, yeah, I'll be right back, guys, for the NHL slate. All right, welcome back. That was a quick turnaround. So let's talk hockey. Holy crap, we are back, man. I'm a big hockey fanatic. Not really. I just love the Boston Bruins. But we have a pretty good slate tonight. I think we have let's see. Obviously, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs and Boston Bruins at Boston. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games tonight, which is great, phenomenal. Let's start it off. Toronto Maple Leafs, Boston Bruins, the rivalry of hockey, minus the fucking Montreal and Boston as well. I say this is the modern day rivalry. I think you know, like, can't. I always think back to I think it was 2009 or 2013. One of the games we went to Game 7 with Toronto. We beat them. Patrice Bergeron scored the game-winning goal, and I could not be any more happier. With that being said, it's going to be a great game overall. Definitely going to be high scoring. I think it'll be just like last time. I'm hoping. But let's get right down into it. We're gonna go down the spread, the money, and the total over unders, and we're going to look at everything, and then I'm gonna make my best picks. You know what I mean? There's 9 games. I'm not making a 9-leg parlay. I think I might just do 5. If I'm being nice, I think I'm just gonna do 5. 5 legs, 5 winners each game. So let's get right into it. Obviously, FanDuel is giving a 25% profit boost for the same game parlay, so make sure you do that. And also, the FanDuel face-off thing is actually pretty cool. The daily lockers that they have. It ain't much, but it helps, you know? So let's get right down into it. Obviously, starting at 7, the 7 o'clock slate, we have a game starting at 7:08. They are really particular with this time, right? So we have Toronto at Boston. Boston is the underdogs. Anyways, I am shocked by this. I'm gonna give if I was a extreme gambling man, obviously I'm picking the Bruins all day. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me. All right, Bruins at home. It's an easy lock, you know. I really don't see anything like that. No. Sorry. But let's so the plus minus for the spread is -1.5, which is pretty average across the NHL. And over under is 6.5. I would definitely pick the over on this because the last time they played, there was 7 goals scored. So the over seems reasonable. However, it's the underdog where the under will be -130. I think that they're seeing this as not as a highly offensive game that I think it would be. But I would pick the over on that as well. But I'm picking five game winners. That's it. And let's see. What are we doing here? So Washington at Carolina. Carolina's been absolutely a dominant Tampa. So as Washington, this will be a great game. They're giving the over under 6.5. I would definitely go not picking that. They're giving the favorites, however, to Carolina, which is pretty respectable. And then again, obviously, the plus -1.5. I think that honestly goes for everything. So I don't think, you know what I mean? It's hard. Unless you want to go crazy and pick an alternate fucking puck line. But Dallas at Ottawa, I don't see Dallas closing it out. I got to pick Ottawa for that one. Let's see here. Los Angeles Kings versus the Montreal Canadiens. Fuck the Canadiens. They're actually underdogs in this one. By a slim margin, though. Plus 104 underdogs. The Kings are actually -125, and the over-under is 5.5 goals. Don't really care about that one. However, Minnesota Wild, a team who's been absolutely dominant in the past few games. I think I'm going to have to give Minnesota Wild this one, 100%. I'm going to have to give Ottawa, actually, that one, too. So that's 3 already. I already picked 3. I only have 2 more left. Fuck. All right. Let's see here. Calgary versus St. Louis at St. Louis. And they are giving St. Louis the -152. I'm sorry, but can we go back to Boston for a second? Not to be a dick rider or anything like that. But how the fuck can you give the home team the underdog advantage? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? But with that being said, Calgary Flames, St. Louis Blues. I don't know much. I don't know a lot about the players, so I'm just gonna, go St. Louis. I don't really care. Actually, no, fuck St. Louis. They kicked us out of the fucking Stanley playoffs a couple years back, so fuck them. Let's see, Anaheim at Colorado. Gotta go Colorado on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Colorado's always been a top team. I don't see Anaheim doing that. However, Anaheim's doing not bad this season. So then we got the Columbus Blue Jackets against the Seattle Kraken. Wow. Let's see here, huh? I'm going to go with Columbus Blue Jackets because I think they had a game last night and they almost won it against, and it was actually one of the picks I had on last night's game. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And I don't know. I think Columbus can close it out. You know what I mean? Let me see. Yeah, so Columbus actually scored 4 goals against the Edmonton Oilers. But then Edmonton kind of came back, scored 3 in the third. That's wild. Yeah. If I'm actually going to pick the over on this game because both highly. I always feel like every NHL game always hits at least 5, guaranteed over 4.5 every single game. If you go down the list, if it says like over 6.5, I would honestly pick an alternate over and pick over 5.5 because most of the time these games like they go to like 6 goals, 6 goals, 6, 7 goals. You know what I mean? Be on the safe side. Over 4.5 for an alternate over under. So that's just me. But I'm actually gonna pick the over on this game. That's actually gonna be the pick of the day for me. And then that's 5 right there. But I only picked 4 money lines, but that's fine. And then obviously we close it out with tonight. Winnipeg at Vancouver. Winnipeg the favorites at -120. So that is my 5 bets. You have a plus $14.60, $10 wins you $146. That would be very, very interesting to watch. Yeah, if you have, your own tail bet, parlay, whatever thing. Why am I fucking up these words? If you want me to tail your bet, donate right now. Honestly, you can donate whatever you want. You want to donate 10 cents, I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? But I'm just here to talk about sports. I'm here to talk about money. Not money, excuse me. I'm horrible with money. Obviously, as you can fucking tell, I'm horrible with money. But let's get right into it, right? I'm going to do some... I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. Damn, FanDuel. Okay. I wouldn't do that. I would definitely pick David Pastrnak and Austin Matthews to both score. Morgan Geeky's been on a tear too. I think he's one of the top goal scorers now. I think. Excuse me, guys. Head's itchy. Let's see here, right? That's crazy, huh? Let's see. Oh, no, I don't want to look at that. I want to look at okay. So, right off the bat, I would easily... Austin Matthews and David Pastrnak always have more than 2 shots on goal. I think they have a lot more than that. Oh, man, 3 shots on goal. For both of them, I would take it. Morgan Geeky, I would have him for like 1 shot on goal. I would take both of them easily. Let's see here. Oh, man, if I can always pick this one. Wow, plus 4,500. David Pastrnak is notorious for scoring overtime goals. So, will there be overtime? I think so. I think overtime will happen in this game. Let's see. I want to play safe, like 5 legs. That's it. So, anytime goal scorer. So David Pastrnak is out. Morgan Geeky has a plus 180. Before he was where Pastrnak was, plus 120. But with that being said, I don't know if I pick an anytime goal scorer. I would do points. Player to score 2 points, yeah. At least player to score 1 point. You know what I mean? Nope, there goes that stupid ass call alarm again. Let's see. both teams have scored 2+ goals. That's honestly another good bet right there. Yeah. Ooh, that's crazy. First 10 minutes. First 5 minutes. Let's see. There's not going to be a lot to say. This is going to be a high scoring game. I know for a fact it's going to be a high scoring game. So they have hello. What happened to it? Oh, okay. So I'm actually going to pick -4.5. It's guaranteed going to go over 5. I guarantee it. So that's 5 right there. I don't. I should really take out this fucking overtime one, huh? So, yeah. Again, not much happening there, but $10 wins you $12. Not really good payout. But if we wanted to go absolutely insane, right? Fucking pick David Pastrnak as a goal scorer, and then Austin Matthews. Again, 2 guys that always score. Then you're looking at 54, which is really nice. It's really good. But with that being said, that's my bet for my team. I'm actually gonna pick I'm gonna pick the best bets for each game. All right, let's see. I think. Let me. I wanna be your lover. I really wanna. Baby. But I actually follow this thing on Twitter, and it actually kind of gives you hit rates and all that shit, which I'm a big fan of. So NHL 100 shots on goal. I love doing shots on goal. That's always been like one of my favorites. Let's go down the list real quick. Jason Robinson to have 2 shots on goal. He has hit this in 20 of his last 20. This dude can fucking score, or at least get it somewhere relatively across the net. Nick Suzuki has been having 1 shot on goal in the last 18 games, and Brant Clark has been having 1 shot on goal in the last 17 games. Austin Matthews, 2 shots on goal. That's why I picked the Austin Matthews, 2 shots on goal. Crazy to see that. Very interesting to see that fucking David Pastrnak sign there. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, that's why I picked 2. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at it So I picked. So I picked Boston Bruins, Carolina, Minnesota, Colorado, and then the over, which is insane to me. That's like, look at the difference. 606. Damn mouse, dude. You want to buy me a new mouse? Buy me a new mouse, guys. Really appreciate it. And then doubles it. Let's see it. All right. Dude, that stupid ass thing will not shut off. I don't think you guys can hear it, thank God. But yeah, those are my picks. I kind of like that. I kind of like those 5 picks right there. So, but let me know. Let me know if you would tail this, or actually, better yet, let me know if you want your bet tailed. Follow me here at Tail the Play on Twitch. I'll be making my socials and everything like that pretty soon, so you'll be able to follow me on Twitter, TikTok. Twitter and TikTok mostly. I think I'm gonna stay away from Instagram. Solely, I don't know. Maybe I'll have an Instagram. Who knows? I'm just here for fun. That's it. But I'll be right back, guys. Thank you for enjoying this. I'll be right back to have my picks of the day. I do apologize. We're having some technical difficulties on my end. Oh, wow, it's really blue. What the fuck? Yeah, it should not be that blue. Let's see. Whatever. Close. Yo, why the fuck does my thing look so blue? Jeez, hang on. I have a thing called Govi, and it's pretty dope. If we do that, oh, I gotta check. Pick line segments. Oh, too blue. Nope. The yellow's a nice touch. All right, we're gonna keep it yellow. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, how are you? This has been very entertaining. However, we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to pick. Actually, I already told you guys my picks for NBA and NHL. Now, I'm going to do a little teaser because I'm a diehard Pats fan. Okay, I've been with them ever since fucking day one when fucking we had Cam Newton, Mac Jones, all that bullshit. So, that being said, Thursday Night Football has not been generous to us. It has not been good. I fucking personally feel like, sorry guys, excuse me. Thursday night, especially last week's Thursday night game, it's always been a shit. I hate Thursday night games sometimes, man. Like, it's great, it's on Prime, but oh man, I hate it. 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 But with that being said, we have New York Jets at Patriots. Early odds already open in minus 900 favorites for the Pats. That's an easy one. You know what I mean? They're giving them minus 12.5 spread. I think they've had pretty close games the last few games. They're picking the over under to go 43.5. Ugh. I would definitely go under on that one, but that's just me. Definitely picking money line on that one. So we're going to money line Pats. We're just going to make something crazy right now, right? So I'm really loving Trayvon Henderson. I don't know why. I'm on the Drake May and I'm on the Trayvon Henderson fucking bandwagon right now. Trayvon Henderson went off in the last game against the Bucks. Fucking 147 yards, 2 tutties. And what's crazy to me, I'm very glad he's getting the start now, like midway through the season, than if he had the first week. I think this was like definitely due. It's a little bit too early to tell, but FanDuel's already making some crazy leg parlays. So they got Stephon Diggs anytime touchdown, Breece Hall anytime touchdown, Trayvon Henderson, and then Drake May. I would definitely pick Trayvon and Stephon Diggs because Stephon Diggs has scored in his last 3 games, I believe. I would pick Stephon to go off in this game easily, like 80 yards, 1 tutty. You know. With that being said, let's go down the line. I'm crazy as fuck. Look, they're giving Trayvon Henderson an anytime touchdown. Stephon Diggs is the next best thing. Hunter Henry, and then Bryce Hall. Oh, excuse me, not Bryce Hall. Excuse me, not that guy. Breece Hall. I really don't see this game like going to Jets way, but I could be wrong, you know. But I can never go against my Patriots, so I'm definitely going to have Trayvon Henderson as a anytime touchdown. The bets have opened to have Trayvon Henderson score 2 touchdowns for plus 330. Definitely doable since he did in his last game. But I'm okay with a touchdown for him. So Drake May, alternate passing yards. Drake May always has done 200 plus. I think he does more than that. I think he hits definitely 225 for that one. Let's see. I'm really feeling Stephon Diggs to kind of go off in this game. I'm definitely going to pick him 50 yards. Nah, 60. I think Stephon goes off in this game. He definitely goes 60. This is very, again, this is early, but these are what I believe could definitely happen. I see Hunter Henry definitely having more than at least 4 receptions that game. I think he'll definitely go off. I see Drake May to definitely get at least 2 passing touchdowns guaranteed. Let's see. Player rushing yards. Oh, what? Oh, that's weird. They're not giving Trayvon Henson the rushing yards yet. Which, again, early on, what are you going to do? They are so. Let's see. They're giving Stephon Diggs over 54.5. He would definitely crush that. I have him going for 60. Hunter Henry to go over 33.5. Again, I think that's definitely doable, especially if he has 4 receptions that game. Matt Collins has been pretty much a good slot receiver for the Pats, so I expect him to at least go 30, 25. Maybe be on the safe bet, go fucking 25. You know what I mean? But let's see what else. What others popular? Let's see popular, huh? All right. Nah, nothing crazy here. Quick bets, maybe. Let's see what. Yeah, first drive results is they're starting to open up plus 150 on the offensive touchdown. New York Jets have the favorite would be a punt, and then the Pats really don't have a favorite, but they are it goes touchdown first, then a punt. So I don't see them punting. I see them at least scoring a point on guaranteed on. So it's like one of those you can't pick them obviously, so you got to pick one or the other. But they're definitely scoring on. They're definitely scoring on that. So let's see. Rushing props should be there. They only have Drake May, which is very weird, but that's okay. So right now, already a 6-leg parlay will win you about 114. I feel like these are fucking locks, dude. I think the only thing I really fucking am freaking out about, not freaking out, but the only thing is maybe Stephon Diggs doesn't get 60, but I think he does. I think he had like let me look at the statistics for last game. Let's look at the stats for last game. So we'll look at the box score for this game. Player stats. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Okay. So here we are. This is pretty normal for me. So Drake May, 270, 2 tutties, and an interception. Again, I think 225 is pretty much a gimme. Trayvon Henderson, 14 carries, 147 yards. He averaged 10.5 each time, and he scored 2 tutties. Okay, now let's look at this. Right, Matt Collins went off 106 yards. That's Stephon Diggs only had 46. Oh. The Hunter Kyle the rookie, the rookie Kyle Williams. I think he was a rookie. He had 72 yards. He only had 1 reception. He just had that big play. Demario Douglas, I see Hunter Henry didn't get a lot of time that game too, which is it's a little meh, but it's okay. I'm a big Stephon Diggs fan. I think he kind of goes off. I think in terms of receptions, he definitely will score. So let me take this back, right? Let me do this real quick. Stephon Diggs, they're giving him the over-under to go 54.5. I'll give him 50. I'll definitely give him 50, but I want to definitely give him at least 4 receptions. They're giving that plus 290. I think that's definitely doable. We'll take back the Hunter Henry thing, actually. So, drastic change, right? Fucking 420. Blaze it. Anyways, I'm very excited for this game. It's in New England. They're wearing their new jerseys, by the way. Oh, They look fucking nasty, dude. I cannot wait to see that. Oh man, I'm very, very excited. Very excited to see this game. With that being said, those are kind of like my guarantees. I think these are locks for me. So, oh, sorry about that. So yeah, let's go back. So, with that being said, Monday Night Football was a complete bust. Again, we have a good NBA and a good NHL slate today. I think I'm very excited about that shit. I don't, and I'm very excited for the Thursday night game. I hope it doesn't suck like the last few of them have. Especially, I want it to be high scoring. I want the offense to go off. You know, but with that being said, I want to thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. If you do want to donate, please feel free. I think I'm like I said, I'm still trying to figure out this shit. So I'll probably be on tomorrow to get more in depth with the Thursday night game that's going to be coming up, and then also with actually maybe not so much. Maybe I'll talk about more about NBA hockey because there's always games going on with that. Yeah. I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill out. I'm probably going to eat something and then probably get out of here. I want to thank every single one of you guys. Regardless if you're watching or not, I really appreciate it. I hope this grows into something amazing. Thank you again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, Gators. Points down. Points down.